The jungle was calm, bathed in the soft golden light of morning. Birds chirped, the leaves swayed gently in the breeze, and Mowgli sat under a tree with his little friends, Mithu the parrot, Chiri the nightingale flying bird, and a tiny mother bird who was guarding her nest filled with fragile eggs. Everything was calm, until Mowgli saw a dark cloud rising in the distance. Smoke. He narrowed his eyes and stood up. "Is that fire?" he whispered. "Fire, fire breaks out in the jungle." The wind picked up. Within minutes, the fire began spreading, leaping from one tree to another. Panic gripped the forest. Animals ran in all directions. Birds flapped and screamed. Tiny creatures like squirrels and rabbits tried to hide. Then came a heart-wrenching cry. "My babies! My nest!" It was the little mother bird. Her home was up in a tall tree near the growing flames. Dash symbol. Mowgli runs into action. Mowgli didn't waste a second. "Mithu, fly up and tell me how far the fire has reached," he commanded. Mithu soared high, worry in his eyes. Mowgli dipped a cloth in water and wrapped it around his mouth. Grabbing a long stick, he rushed toward the flames. Smoke filled the air, and the heat was intense. But Mowgli's heart was set. He had to save those baby birds. He spotted the nest high up a thin tree. The fire had already reached the bottom. The mother bird circled above, crying helplessly. Herb the rescue. Mowgli climbed the tree as quickly as he could. Smoke stung his eyes, and sweat ran down his face, but he kept going. At the top, 3 tiny chicks chirped weakly, trembling in fear. He gently picked them up and wrapped them inside his shirt. Just then, a burning branch cracked and fell near him. Without thinking, Mowgli jumped down, shielding the chicks with his body, rolling through the dirt. He was bruised, but alive. So were the baby birds. Rain Cloud hashed the rain of hope. As he handed the chicks back to their mother, her eyes filled with tears. She touched Mowgli's shoulder with her beak, a silent thank you full of love. At that moment, the sky rumbled. Dark clouds gathered, and raindrops began to fall. Rain Cloud hashed the rain grew stronger, soaking the earth, cooling the flames. The fire slowly died, and peace returned to the forest. Crescent Moon, a night of gratitude. That night, all the animals gathered under the starry sky. Chiri sang a sweet melody musical note, and Mithu brought Mowgli a juicy fruit grapes as a gift. The little chicks sat happily on Mowgli's shoulder, chirping joyfully. "You saved us." "Thank you, Mowgli," their eyes seemed to say. The jungle glowed again, not with fire, but with friendship, bravery, and love.